Welcome along to our first F4 race of the day. Two races for you. This one, the partial reverse, which again sees Adam Al-Azhari on pole position with Joseph Smith getting a front row start. We'll come back to that in a minute, but very exciting times in the championship. We've got Finn McLaughlin very nearly at the point where he might be able to wrap it up. I think he'll probably go to race one at Brands Hatch, the way things look at the moment. But of course, you never know what is going to happen. Apart from, we hope, some great racing here in Silverstone. So, the big question is, how are they lining up for this partial grid reverse race? And qualifying 12th yesterday, and therefore on pole is Adam Al-Azhari from Joseph Smith. Nice to see what Joseph can do from the front row of the grid. August Raber and Ethan Jeff Hall next from Ella Lloyd, and Henry Jocelyn on our third row. Fourth row, Jimmy Pazik, currently third in the championship. Dries van Langendonk, who had a great baptism with us at Donington last time out, is next. Tommy Harfield and Harry Bansell are next from Finn McLaughlin, the man who starts from pole in race 3 of the weekend. That's Martin Molnar completing our top 12. 13th row in Campbell Pilling from Charlie Edge. Thomas Behrman is next from Hani Sadiq. Chase Fernandez on row 9. He is next to Theo Palmer. Ian Kraling next from Tom Ingram Hill. Next Alba Larson and Cole Hewitson. Xavier Avramides is next with Henry Mercier in 25th on the grid, and last on the grid is Alexander Savinkov. Alexander making really good progress in yesterday's race, Phil, but we turn our attention to the front of the grid, and it's Rodin Al-Azhari's becoming a little bit of a reverse grid specialist now, isn't he? Yeah, it's not the sort of thing you want to have, but it's still points in the bag if you can turn the pole position into a win. But I'm gonna put my money on Al-Azhari. He's very good on the reverse grid races, but you never know with this circuit, with the toe fest that you have, especially on the back straight, a lot can happen. So I'm gonna say that our Genti boys of Jeff Hall and Raber are going to add into the mix, but it'll be good to see Joseph Smith have a good result for the high-tech team as well. We did, and it's nice for him to get that front row start. We've got a car coming down to pit lane, which is Yu Hao Fu. Penalty points on his licence means he now has to start a race from the pit lane to keep him out of trouble on the opening laps, amongst anything else. We have a different livery for Hewitson as well at the XL team. Okay. It's a black and orange livery instead of the usual blue, pink and white. So yeah, he's a good livery actually. I saw it earlier. I didn't clock that yesterday, so I'd have probably called him Ella Lloyd with orange and black. But anyway, here we go. The lights are about to go on for round 26 of the championship. Al-Azhari and Smith on the front row of the grid. And let's see, yeah, Smith made a good getaway from the front. I tell you what, I thought he might be nervous, maybe like Thomas Behrman last year. Alba Larson stalling a little bit towards the back in the 14. Alba had a good race yesterday, was on the rookie podium yesterday, her first podium, which was mega news for her, but cracking start, Phil. Yeah, Al-Azhari's got away there. You can see as well one of the McLaren-looking cars of Langendonk, I think, made a great start to get past Jocelyn, but you can see there's a bit of contact further back, and that's taken out the junction leader. It is McLaughlin. I'll tell you what, as you know, Phil, before this race started, I was getting into saying McLaughlin could wrap up the championship today, potentially. But with that happening, he's going to be on the back foot. He certainly is, yeah, that's not great news for him at all. I don't know if he's got any damage. I don't know if he got carried on and has managed to keep the pace, but he might actually have suspension damage or even a puncture, so he might have to pit on this lap. Luckily, it's only a short lap, if he can get to the pits quickly, but I don't know whether he's still, when I can't see how far back he is. He's not in that mix, is he? So it looks like he has damage. He's going to be pits. Yeah, championship leader in the pits. That is great news for Martin Molnar, who starts on pole position for race 3. We'll look for the 24 car as they go through. Smith made a really good start and is in P2, and there is the rookie champion, this year's championship. He's got a cushion though, Phil. He's got a 56.5 point cushion. Yeah. And I bet he's glad he's got that now. Yeah, he's got a puncture, front right puncture, so there was a bit of contact into turn 2. So we'll have to have a replay of that later, but you can see here the two Argenti cars attacking hard on the high-tech of Joseph Smith. As you can see, Raven trying to go down the inside into Brooklands. Joseph Smith's going to keep that because they're going to be on the inside for Luffield, but now you've got Jeff Hall trying to go on the outside. Yeah, but look at the yellow background I draw your attention to means that Joseph Smith is a rookie. I'm guessing he'll want to come back next year of a lot as Al-Azhari leads, and now great move. Yeah, super move there by August Raber, who goes up. Race winner, of course, remember, at the start of the year. He's been struggling a little bit as the season's gone on, but yeah, good stuff from the two Argenti boys getting up into 2 and 3. Joseph Smith will fight back though, and it's Ella Lloyd coming up behind them. Yeah, no, she's having a great race as well. Let's see if she can attack
Joseph Smith as well, but that's the two Argenti cars through, so now they're going to have to work together to try and chase the Rodin car of Al-Azari, which it doesn't look like they're too far behind.
They aren't too far behind, so they're all going to close up. Ella Lloyd fighting for Challenge Cup points. She's second in the standings behind Ari Bansal. Bansal will be with us at Brands Hatch, so could wrap up the limited campaign championship, as we can loosely refer to it. There in the mix is Chase Fernandez in the 90 car. Jimmy Pazik in black and white just behind him as well, with Martin Molnar in the mix as well with the 24. Martin Molnar will close the gap here, but remember, less points at the moment. He's not in the points, Molnar here. He's gone up one place, so he's got a solitary point, and that's not going to make too much of a dent in McLaughlin's championship lead.
No, and Pazik as well, he's actually gone backwards in this race, and he's fighting with Molnar as well, so this is not ideal for Pazik, who is also in this championship fight. He started in 7th and he's now 12th, so not great at all, not great first few laps.
No, that's going to be disappointing for him. Molnar's aim is to get into the top 8 to score outright championship points, and then you get extra points on every place gained. In the second race, as down the inside goes Ella Lloyd, side by side with Ari Bansal. So this is actually for Challenge Cup points, isn't it?
Yep.
Bansal's passed, and that underlines his lead, doesn't it? And he's got another event to go, so he can, if he outscores Lloyd in this race and the next one, which he's out-qualified Lloyd in, pretty much that's the challenge his, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And he joined a little bit late as well to the championship, didn't he? So he's done a great job to gain so many points in the Challenge Cup. But you can see there McLaughlin is back out again. Let's see this move again. Let's see what happened early on in the race on the first lap. You can see there was a bit of contact. Was it with Ella Lloyd? Or was it with Dries? I think it might be
with Van Langendonk, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. So he's gone down the inside. There's a lot of lockups going into turn 2 there, and that is what's caught a few of them out, which has then unfortunately wiped out the championship leader, giving him that puncture, but he is back out again, so let's see what sort of lap times he can do.
Whereas Ella Lloyd now coming under pressure from Tommy Harfield, and goes down the inside.
Move.
Beautiful move by Tommy Harfield. He's so unassuming, that youngster. I had a very quick natter with him this morning. He's so quiet, but he's just one of those drivers that gets on with the driving. I'm not saying he's not interested in the PR side of it. He is, because he'll talk to you, but he's very, very quiet. Difficult to draw any big comments on, but he lets the racing speak for itself with moves like that.
Still side by side as they went through turn 1, because Ella Lloyd had the toe off the car in front, and that's one of the JHR cars who's in the
Sadiq.
wall hard.
That's Hani Sadiq.
Oh, we've also got another puncture as well.
Yeah, we have.
That's the CDR car.
That's Tommy Harfield again, isn't it?
There must have been some contact then with Ella Lloyd.
Yeah,
after
I think you may be right.
We saw them side by side through T1.
Yeah, nasty one for Hani, which is not good to see. Al-Azari still out front. Raber with the... OK, good news, he's out the car. Worried me for a minute, Phil.
It's only a slow corner, so we knew it wasn't going to be too bad. It's the last corner. They're going very slowly in 2nd or 3rd gear, so he's obviously had contact, and that's what sent him hard into the wall, because that is quite a lot of damage, and I do hope he took his hands off the steering wheel as he hit the wall, because that can do a lot of damage to your thumbs and hands. But yeah, you can see it's quite a slow part of the circuit, but yeah, unfortunately he's not giving it up. He's on the outside. He's better off just backing out of it and tucking up behind the car that's just passed him. Instead, he's clipped the rear right, and it sent him into the wall hard.
I think Hani will keep rookie status for next year, as Thomas Behrman did for this year. Thomas started, didn't he, this round last year? Thomas Behrman, remember, had a...
On pole, yeah.
He did, and stalled.
Yeah,
or had an issue, which was a great shame, but he's matured so much this year. There is Hani. I was chatting to Stephen Hunter just before the cars went down to assembly area today, and he was saying that he's amazed at how I think pretty much set for his 4 drivers for next year. A lot of the teams are full already.
Yeah, I know they are, yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It is, actually. It's fantastic to see. But yeah, here we are, full speed as we go through the... Oh, it's such a small contact. He's hit the brakes as soon as he's been sent left, but unfortunately there's not much runoff there, and he's hit the wall. So yeah, it looks like he's okay. The car will be fixed by the JHR team, and he will be out for the final race of the day later on. But yeah, not great at all. Really unfortunate. But let's we'll also need to see what happened to Harfield, who he's also had a puncture, and he's now at the back of the grid. So there was definitely something that happened coming out of turn 1 into turn 2 between him and Ella Lloyd, and Finn McLaughlin's back in again.
He is. I think he's a lap down though, isn't he, McLaughlin? So with the stop that he had, and obviously had to limp round a little bit, but he'll be further down than that now. There's no point in him going out other than maybe to get some clear track space and go for a fastest lap point, perhaps.
Well, to be honest, he doesn't really need those sort of points. He just needs to save the car. Now, the other thing he could be coming in for is when he's gone back out after they put a new tyre on, new wheel and tyre on, he might have a bit of damage on the suspension, so maybe he's just thinking better of it.
I was thinking about that extra point. I mean, what would Zach O'Sullivan have thought about an extra point the year that he lost out to Luke Brownlee?
Yeah. When it's that close, you've got to go for the extra points, but the fact that he's so far in the championship.
But you don't know what's going to happen, do you? You know, I mean, we look at the minis. Jamie Osborne's poorly.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you just don't know what was coming in life, unfortunately. But talking of which, can we send our best wishes to Will McIntyre?
Yeah, and Osborne as well.
And Jamie, yeah.
Yeah, it's not nice to see those sort of things, especially with obviously the guys at F4 know Will well because he finished second with High Tech a few years ago. Yeah. He's been doing a great job in GB3, so yeah, it's not good at all, and we send him and the family our best.
No, definitely not. We had a lot.
So Fionn greeted there by Daniel Kell, who actually was racing. He was racing last weekend. His engineer was with us at Donington racing last weekend.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so he does all this work. Daniel Kell at the track. He's the guy with the beard just standing behind him.
Yeah.
Does all this work with racetracks. They go testing. They're testing drivers for next year. They're testing him. They're at racetracks. And what does Daniel Kell do on his weekend off? Goes to Donington and races. And he was in 2 different formulae last week as well, Daniel Kell. And he had a podium
I
as
do
well.
remember he raced, actually. He was Reza's engineer when Reza Seaworth drove for High Tech. So yeah, I remember him telling me about it.
He was in the Prep. Do you remember Prep Tech in the juniors? He was in the Prep Tech C1, and then he raced in Sierra.
Wow!
Got Sierra he was racing.
How did he do?
He got two. He didn't get a podium in the C1s. I think the rest of them were rubbish, but the rest of the drivers weren't very good. But Oliver Barnard will crucify me for that one. But yeah, he got 2 podiums in the Northern Saloons, which was really entertaining to watch. That was good.
It looks like the safety car is coming in. The Lotus safety car is coming in. Lights are out, and Al-Azhari is going to take the lead of the race with the 2 Argenti cars behind of Raber and Jeff Hall. Now, can they do something about Al-Azhari leading this race? They did look quite racy. They looked very quick. So you can see Raber's just going for the outside line to get the exit.
Rodin won all 3 races here on the GP configuration, starting from the National Pit Straight in May. So Al-Azhari has already got a little bit of form here for taking a win on at least part of this circuit, or most of this circuit, and he leads them away at the restart well. Raber second, Jeff Hall in third, Joseph Smith back in fourth, could be angling for his best finish. Bansal is next up from Lloyd Jocelyn, Campbell Pilling, Fernandez and Molnar, your top 10. Molnar's only made the 1 place up, so he's not in the overall points here. So McLaughlin, yeah, clearly not having to worry too much about it as Bansal makes a move.
Yeah, great move there from Bansal. And also we've got, Lloyd is doing a great job as well for Rodin in the McLaren car. And then also, where's the other McLaren car gone? He's got further back. Yeah, Langendon, where's he gone?
Yeah, he had some issues, didn't he, I think, earlier on. So he may be in the pit. Actually, not in the pits, is he, at the moment? I think I might have called that Fortec move wrong. I think I said it was actually, I think...
Oh, no, that's Molnar again. He's off. He's got a lot of damage. He's got someone else's front wing attached to him, and now he's in the gravel. It looks like he's going to get stuck. He needs to keep going. He needs to keep the wheels moving. His points are done now. He's definitely, a move is pointless. Yeah, apart from getting out of the gravel, he is absolutely stuffed, which is a great pity for him. Bansal going around the outside of Smith, going into turn 2. He now needs to get the exit down that back straight. It looks like he's going to have a better run, but he's got to make sure that he's already passed, but he's not. You can see Smith's got the run there. He's trying to hold him back. He's done a bit of Jeanette Junior racing, Smith, so he's not afraid one bit. As you can see, Bansal going on the outside. Great move into Brooklands. Harry Bansal, the Fortec driver. We've seen Fortec get pole positions, haven't we, earlier on in the season with Henry Mercier doing the business, but Bansal was the one to get the win. Is that Molnar recovering? Yeah, he's managed to get out. He's managed to get rid of that other front wing. I don't know whose that was. So he's obviously had some contact going through the last corner. Let's see again. He's gone down the inside. There's a few running wide, but then the front wing's come off, and it's gone straight into the front of his car and sent him off the track because he's obviously had no steering. You're a passenger then, aren't you? Yeah. Wow, I've never seen that before. I thought there was going to be some contact.
A little bit more contact than we used to, probably due to the reverse grid. Yeah, we used to have full. Remember when we had the full reverse grid in F4, and then we went to the top 12, and it just kind of means that the top drivers end up in the mix.
We've got another front wing as well. That's Fernandez, who's got damaged front wing, so he's also had some contact, and he's causing absolute chaos behind him as everyone's trying to scramble past him. So Chase Fernandez, I don't know if he knows he's got damaged front wing, but you can see there's one of the CDR cars going down the inside of Hewitson.
Charlie Edge, that is.
And Charlie Edge, he's managed to get past Hewitson, and then there's Behrman, who's managed to get in front of all of them.
Charlie Edge, third in the Challenge Trophy. Last round for him, it's his 7th event of the season. He's trying to get more points as well. He may be on for a Challenge Trophy at the end of the season, which I think he'd have taken at the start of the year with the limited budget he's got at CDR, but done a good job. And look how busy this is, Phil.
Yeah, it's all because Fernandez is slowing everyone up with no front end at all. Raber trying to go on the outside. There's a bit of a lock-up for Ethan Jeff Hall behind. And now Bansel's coming into this race. Can either of the Argentis get past the Roding car? As you can see, Molnar's pitted for the damage that he had.
Now, he does need to get out and try and get fastest lap. If he can, he's got 6 minutes to do that. Whether he'll be able to grab a qualifying type lap remains to be seen.
Going around the outside. Can he make it stick? He has, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got him on the inside. What a move by Raber. Goes through. His teammate's going to try and pass as well. Ethan Jeffel looking to try and get through. Bansel in 4th. Don't write Bansel off in 4th. He could be good for another win here. And back in 5th, I think heading for a first win in the rookies potentially is Joseph Smith. He could be on for a rookie win here, Smith.
Yeah, he could, couldn't he? But I thought Jeff Hall there was going to go down the inside, and I thought Raber was trying to help him. Raber trying to give him the toe. And you can see now Alazari going around the outside. I don't think he's going to make that one stick, but Raven now needs to hold him off to make his teammate, give his teammate some space. This is great racing in F4, isn't it? Fantastic.
I always love Silverstone National. A lot of people don't like it, but we get some super action now. And are we going to see Alazari back? This is racing by definition.
Look at Bansel.
Swapping races. Bansel's coming up as well.
Jeff Hall around the outside of all of them.
3 wide into Brooklands corner, and it's Ethan Jeff Hall. What a move, Phil Glue.
Absolutely fantastic. He managed to just stay out of trouble, go around the outside, send it round the outside, got past all of them in one corner. Wow. That's the sort of driver we want to see from Jeff Hall, the Mercedes Junior driver.
Reigning, of course, Fiesta. I'm getting muddled up the wrong way. Ginetta Junior champion. Yep. Raber in 2nd will want to get back at his teammate, but through all that, Bansel up into 3rd. Alazari, having led for the entire race to that point, now down in 4th place with Smith right with him. Rowan Campbell-Pilling has caught them now, and the Sheffield youngster is in 6th and on the back of this train.
Yeah, you can see Smith is now right in the back in this mix, trying to go for Alazari, who was the race leader. Bansel in 3rd. Yeah, like you say, Campbell-Pilling doing a great job for JHR in 6th now. But I think now this is it. This is Argenti's race, because they did seem a lot faster than Alazari.
Superb F4 racing. This championship has been nurtured and grown by MS UK in superb style the last few seasons. They've worked wonders with. This is, by the way, the biggest grid we've had in the UK. I think the only place we've had a bigger grid is at Zandvoort on the GP circuit, of course, the away day that we had. As we look at Tom Ingram Hill looking around the outside here, dicing with Van Langendonk in the 15 car.
Yeah, it looks like he's made up quite a few places, Dries has, and he's now past the Fortec car of Tom Ingram Hill. So yeah, made up. Yeah, he's obviously been at the back for quite a while with whatever damage he had, but yeah, past the Fortec car, he's now going to go and chase down Abramides.
Charlie Edge has just come into pit lane as well, so he's going to lose out on his challenge points, which is a little bit of a pity. Here's a replay.
Look at this, what a move round the outside of all of them. Managed to have no contact. Obviously that would have been bad with teammates having contact, but still great driving from all 4 of those drivers there.
Yeah, Alazari, he probably won't thank you for that, will he? Dropping down to 4th, but he kept it clean for everybody.
He did, yeah. He could have easily locked a front left as he's fully loaded into Brooklands, and that would have caused absolute mayhem, which we see so often at Brooklands. But great driving from all those drivers in 3 different teams as well.
I think this is why MS UK took the decision to have the reverse top 12 rather than the complete grid, because you got the complete grid, you've got everyone fast having to come right the way through, but if you get the top 12, you're going to expect a certain amount of quality, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to the rest of the field, but it alleviates some of the shenanigans that you might have, and we've had a little bit.
Oh, lock up there from Hewitson.
Savinkov, isn't it?
Yeah, down the inside into Beckett. And then you've got Charlie Hedge, who's managed to...
Harfield
to gain a place there as them two almost came together. But Dries van den Langendonk, he's actually a lap down. That's why we're not seeing him move up the order any quicker, but he's just unlapping himself at the minute.
Yeah, getting a bit of track time, and really useful track time for him in amongst the traffic, learning how to pass. And remember, it was his first kart race meeting last time out and took a win. Absolutely incredible result for him. You know, you can do all the testing you want, but racing is totally different.
It certainly is, as you can see, racing hard as they're going down the start-finish straight.
Oh, there's Cole Hewitt, that's what you mean.
Yeah, much different livery there, and looking great as well as these fighting hard with this Savinkov.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's coming up through the order. Apparently, I think we're going to be looking at even more entries next year. This is Martin Molnar, second in the championship, way down, out of the points, but going to try and get the fastest lap of the race, which at the moment is with Tommy Harfield. Traded fastest laps with McLaughlin, who you can see walking away disconsolately, but his championship lead is very much intact, so he's not really got too much to be grumpy about.
No, absolutely, yeah, he doesn't need to worry too much at all. As you can see, Larson in the mix now here, doing a great job at her last weekend in British F4. She's going to be going back to F1 Academy, as is all the girls who race in this championship. So, yeah, we will be giving them a farewell after this race. Hopefully they all have a good race. Yeah. As you can see, they're absolutely flying through T1, and Hewitson is trying to get that slipstream and try and get her into the next corner. But is he going to try? No, he's locked up slightly, but she has run a little bit wide. It does look like he's managed to get through there.
He does, he's gone through, and this is a repass because Larson was actually behind Hewitson as they crossed the line, so a repass there for the personable young South African driver. Again, I hope that a lot of the rookies are going to come back next year and entertain us and get to know them a little bit better next year as they go 3 wide into Brooklands. And who's going to get Fu having a go as well here?
Yeah, Fu started from the pit lane, so he's having a great race there, but Dries manages to get down the inside of Fu and squeeze him a little bit wide. Did give him space, but he did manage to drop a wheel in the gravel. This is a great battle between Hewitson and Larson, isn't it?
It's like a little kart race with all 5 of them all jockeying for position here. But yeah, Larson yesterday, I mentioned, was on the rookie podium. Yep. It was her first rookie podium. She's really developing as a driver, the young Dane, and was great to hear her getting the interviews as a result of that. That'll build her confidence for next year, which is superb and really growing, and that's what rookie year is about. She's getting the experience in F1 Academy, as you mentioned, Phil. Clock ticking down though, 8 seconds to go, and it's Ethan Jeff. It's going to be Ethan's first win.
It will, yeah, it certainly will.
Wow,
it's been a long time coming, this one, but it's fantastic to see him on the top step of the podium. 1 straight to go, and he's going to win his first race for Mercedes Junior Argenti.
Here he comes then. Checkered flag is at the ready here at Silverstone. Ethan Jeffel takes his first win from August Raven. Harry Bansel's on the podium again and extends his lead in the Challenge Cup. Adam Malazari, the pole man, finishing in 4th. Rowan Campbell-Pilling got up to 5th. Good drive from Campbell-Pilling in that one. Then it was Joseph Smith, who is top rookie. Congratulations, Joseph, on his first rookie win. Ella Lloyd in 7th, Jimmy Pazik 8th, so in the points was Jimmy. Then it was Theo Palmer in 9th, and it was Ian Kraling in 10th place and completing our rookie podium.
Fastest lap for Molnar as well.
Great spot, Phil. He needed to do that. That is great focus for me, getting out there, getting that point.
Absolutely,
super stuff.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, but yeah, fastest lap, especially when you've had an absolute nightmare of a race, when he really needed to capitalise on McLaughlin's DNF.
That says a lot about him as a driver, doesn't it? Getting out there and doing the job, done absolutely everything he could there. But Ethan Jeffel, reigning Janetta, we missed Janetta in the paddock. We've got a new junior championship coming in with PMR, we understand, in a couple of years' time. But the Janetta Junior reigning champion. In previous years, we'd have seen him entertain us, but he's done a super job.
Don't forget as well, World Karting Champion.
And World Karting Champion,
in the same year. He won the World Karting Championship and the Janetta Junior Championship. And that is why Mercedes picked him up. And that is why he needed to get the result for them to try and stay on and come back and do it again next year.
It's a big ask, isn't it, coming out from juniors, any junior formally, into F4. It's not a straightforward switch. It is doable, but not straightforward.
No, it's completely different. They're on a road tyre. It's a tin top. It's very soft, but yeah, very moves around a lot more than an F4 car. But yeah, he's look at that, absolutely fantastic job from the young driver and their team and his team. yeah, they deserve that.
Round 26 of the Viratools F4 British Championship, certified by FAA, of course. Ethan Jeff Hall, first win. August Raber, second from Ari Bansal. Adam Alazari, fourth. Rowan Campbell-Pilling is in fifth. Rookie winner, Joseph Smith, ahead of Ella Lloyd and Jimmy Pazik. Second in the rookies, Theo Palmer, and the rookie podium completed by Ian Kraling. Thomas Behrman was 11th from Tommy Harfield. Good recovery from Tommy. Alexander Savinkov from the back of the grid up to 13th. Alba Larson was 14th from Yu Hao-Fu. He did well from a pit lane start. Xavier Avramidis 16th from Cole Hewitson and Tom Ingram Hill. Henry Mercier in 19th, and then the drivers encountering problems in our reverse grid race. Dries van Langendonk, who still got stuck in to unlap himself several times. Charlie Edge, Henry Jocelyn, Martin Molnar, Chase Fernandez, Fionn McLaughlin, an early departure, as was Hani Sadiq. Not too much changes in terms of the championship positions after that round, but 53.5 points the lead now. McLaughlin to Molnar. Jimmy Pazik third from Tommy Harfield and August Raber. Adam Alazari sixth from Ethan Jeff Hall. Henry Jocelyn in eighth, followed by Thomas Behrman and Rowan Campbell-Pilling. McLaughlin, of course, confirmed as rookie champion. The battle for second, though, is still close between Thomas Behrman and Cole Hewitson. Theo Palmer in fourth from Xavier Avramidis. Challenge Cup, Bansal here, if he finishes ahead of Lloyd in the next race, will be Challenge Cup winner from Ella Lloyd and Charlie Edge. Alba Larson fourth from Ian Kraling. So there is Joseph. A great race there, significant for Joseph Smith in the number 2 car to get his first rookie win, and that's what you look for in terms of the first year driving, first handful of meetings that he's done. So we say well done to him and look forward to some overall wins next year, and we look forward to race 2 for the F4 cars a little bit later on.